Has the question, why me, ever crossed your mind? I'm sure it has. Even though I was raised never to ask why, it's run through my mind numerous times. These sources provide me the information for my speech. This speech is a self-presentation intended to introduce myself to my professor and my classmates. Courage, how to overcome a battle, and I'm a loyal team member are the three main concepts that have shaped me into the person I am today. These three concepts have not only positively influenced my life, but have made me a better person. You gain strength, courage, and confidence by every experience in which you really stop to look fear in the face. You must do the thing which you think you cannot, says Eleanor Roosevelt. Courage is the quality of mind or spirit that enables a person to face difficulty, danger, pain, etc. without fear. Being active in sports definitely has its pros and cons. In my case, there were more cons than pros. Injuries are the biggest downfall when being an athlete. I've had 3 knee injuries, their first one at the age of 12. With me being so young, the doctors had their doubts whether I'd be able to play again. However, that never crossed my mind. Sports are my passion, and I was determined to do whatever it took to step back on the court. After an intense 6 months of therapy, the doctors released me being 100% again. When 2-a-days started that fall, I became more nervous than I expected, although I'm sure my family was more worried about me than I was myself. Yet all I wanted was to play again, and that's exactly what I did. It's not whether you get knocked down, it's whether you get back up, says Vince Lombardi. As the season went on, and the thought of injuring my knee and the pain it caused seemed to fade away. There are times I had forgotten the risk I was taking and was worried about playing my game. I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me, Philippians 4:13. The fear that I faded from my mind became a reality my junior year in high school. After being in a foiler accident and tearing several muscles in the same injured leg, I again tore my ACL later that year during volleyball season. Without God, my family, friends, and my therapist, there was no way I could have made it through. When my friends would see me struggling or down, they'd always joke with me saying, I think I can, I think I can. And for some reason, it always seemed to boost my spirits. God played an important role in making me believe I could do it. I kept thinking in the back of my mind, if God thought I couldn't do this, or couldn't handle it, it wouldn't have happened to me. I was crushed when the doctors confirmed the bad news. The day of my surgery, the unthinkable happened. Somehow I managed to fracture my patella bone in the opposite leg, putting me back in the OR the very next day. Going home with both legs in braces became a battle I was sure I was going to lose. Having to rehabilitate both of my legs, therapy was my worst nightmare. I thought I experienced pain, but this time around, it was far beyond any pain I'd ever felt. Loyalty is still the same, whether you win or lose the game. True as a dollar to the sun, although it be not shine upon, says Samuel Butler. The thought of being able to finish volleyball, or even start basketball, was devastating. You don't realize how much you love something till you can't do it or it's not there anymore. Having already started volleyball that season, I was still part of the team. Having to sit the bench and watch my team play was one of the hardest things I did. What was even worse was to watch my team win or lose a game and I didn't contribute to either. I hated not being able to play. When basketball started, I once again was torn in two. It hadn't yet dawned on me that I wasn't going to be part of the team. I'll never forget the day my coach called me to his office to tell me he wanted me to suit up anyways. He said I was a team leader and it wouldn't be the same without me. I sat the bench and traveled with my team the whole season. Life's battles don't always go to the stronger or the fastest man, but sooner or later, the man who wins is the one who thinks he can, says Vince Lombardi. If you ever feel like everything bad is happening to you, always remember there's someone who might have it worse. After all I've been through and now look back on, the question why me isn't even a question anymore. Having to find courage within and fighting for something has opened my mind to a whole new outlook on life.